Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video, and today's video is going to be another story time. And today's story time is on the way home of my senior trip. So let's get into the video. It was just like a one-day thing. It was supposed to be just a one-day thing. We get there early, like we leave early and get there and just to have fun, and then we leave sometime like at that time. The trip we took wasn't long, like 4 hours most. So this was back in May of 2017. I'm not going to talk about like how like I got there or what I did there. I'm just going to talk about the story of me like on the way home. When we were done at the park, we all gathered up, we all left, and then we like walked to our bus. And we got on the bus, we like put our stuff under. It's like something to put your stuff in, yeah. So we put our stuff in that, and so then we like got on the bus, got in our seats, and then like I put headphones in, and I was listening to music on the way, like as we were leaving, because I was like, I don't want to listen to anyone else. Just like I'm ready to go home. I had fun. Now I'm ready to go home. So I'm just gonna listen to music. My phone was like almost dead. I think it was like on 20 or 25%. So yeah, so I was like, I mean, I needed it like for when we got home, so I could text like my grandma to come pick me up. I'll save battery. I'll just listen to like a little bit of music. So yeah, so I was listening to music, and we like drove for like 5 minutes. And then, like, as we were driving, like, there was flashing on the bus. The bus was flashing. And I was thinking that it just did that because I've never been on a bus at nighttime, so I just thought it did that. I never, wondered, like, what's going on with this bus. Like, after 5 minutes of driving, we stopped in this parking lot of this White Castle parking lot. The bus driver, he got out and he went and checked the bus. And he came back in and he told this woman that was, like, with us, like, this grown-up woman that was with us, he told her, and then she told everyone that the back of our bus, like our back door bus, was like busted in. Don't know who busted it in. Since the door is busted in, it's like flashing those lights, like to say, "Hey, there's a door open. There's a door open." And but we can't do nothing about it because you know it's busted in. We can't help it, in any way. So, and we can't drive down the road like that because we'd probably get pulled over, I guess. So I guess that's why we didn't continue. But yeah, so we were just sitting in this White Castle parking lot, and the drive-through of this White Castle was still open, but the inside was closed. And there's these two boys in my class. They're like, "Can we go?" They're like, "Can we go and get food from there?" From White Castle, and then they're like, if it's open, yeah. So they go to the door and they like open it. They try to open it, and it's closed. And they're like, okay, well, then so then they just have to go through the drive-through, and they literally walk through the drive-through with a car behind them, a car in front of them. Oh my goodness, yeah, they're crazy. But yeah, so after like sitting there for like a few minutes, then we drive over to this other restaurant's parking lot. It was like a diner. So we go over there, and then we go inside, and then we tell them what's wrong, that we have to sit in their parking lot because our bus is broken right now, and that we have to wait for another bus to come pick us up. We sit in that diner, and me and my sister, like she was like in the same class as me, so she was on the same trip with me. So yeah, so our money was in our stuff under the bus, and everyone else had their money with them, and they were buying stuff, and we're like, we want something to drink or something like that. And we didn't have money. We didn't want to ask people to be like, hey, can you give us a little something? Like, we have money on the bus. We'll pay you back as soon as we get back on the bus, or as soon as we get back with our stuff, because we couldn't like go back out there and get our stuff like that. They're like, you don't need that. So yeah, so we just didn't do nothing about it. We just sat there and just watched people eat and drink, and we were like little puppies. We were little pouting puppies, like, can you give us something? And then we tried to ask her friend, but like she was like surrounded by other people, and we didn't want to look embarrassed. We didn't want to be embarrassed by asking her that. So we just like whatever. We used the bathroom in there too. People had to use the bathroom, yeah. So then we stayed in there for like 30 minutes, I think, and then we got back onto the bus because the place was closed. Then it wasn't a 24-hour diner, and they told us that if we had to pee, that there was like this gas station that's like past them that's open 24/7. So if we had to use the bathroom, that we could use that bathroom. I used that bathroom one time, and yeah, and like you couldn't go alone; you had to go in groups like that. And I went with like 2 girls and 2 guys like that. Like my sister did, like she wasn't ready enough to leave. She told me to wait on her, but I was like, no, I have to go back. Okay, I'm not waiting on you. Like you can go in a minute, with someone else or something, but I really have to go. So I got up and went with these people. So, but yeah, but we waited on this bus for like, oh my god, I think it was like 2 hours we waited on this bus until actually another bus came and picked us up. So yeah, and people were like falling asleep on this bus. They were like getting in the floor. I actually got in the floor myself, like like, cause there was like a half of the bus had to share seats because there's a lot of us and there's not a lot of seats on one bus for one person to sit and have their own seat. Like I want to lay down, but my sister wasn't trying to sit in the floor part of where your feet are when you sit in the seat. And I was like, she goes, you get down there, and I was like, I can't fit down there. And so, well, you know what? I'm going to get down in the aisle then. She goes, all right, you do that then. So I lay down in the aisle, and I'm laying there, and I'm like I almost fall asleep laying in the aisle floor. And people have to get past to go to the bathroom, you know. And oh my god, it was so annoying. So I was laying there, and I almost fell asleep. And then this guy came up, and he kind of kicked my foot, and I was like, because I was like kind of like about to go to sleep. So I'm like what in the world's going on? Like why is my foot being kicked? So I look up and there's these 3 people above me wanting to get past me, and it's like they couldn't have popped over me, could they? They couldn't have like tried to find a way around me. Like they had to wake me up. So I got up and they're like, I'm sorry, and I'm like, you're fine. And so then they passed me, and then I get back in the floor, and then they're like I think it happened 2 other times. Like 2 people like wanted to go out from behind. They're like one person like shined their flashlight in my eye. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, you gonna blind me here? So then I got up for them to go, and I lay back down, and then like I think it stopped, and then there was this guy that was like laying down underneath me, like towards the door part, because there was like just one more length for someone else, but like below me, and there was probably like one more length for someone above me to lay down like I was. But yeah, so I guess my foot kept when I was dozing off. I guess my foot kept like touching him or something, and he kept knocking my foot away, and I was like, what in the world? So I looked down there, and I was like, oh, and I felt embarrassed. So I was like, I bet he doesn't want my feet in his face. And then this one girl, there was like this little, like, I don't know if you like know what a bus is like, there's like rows, there's like 2 rows, one on one side and one on the other side, and there's like this walkway in the middle, and then like towards like on one side of the bus, I'm pretty sure it's like the left or right side, like it's like the left side leaving and the right side coming onto the bus, but there's like this little cubby hole, and like it has a door to go out of. So there's this girl, she got that spot, and she fell asleep in that spot, so she was so lucky to get some sleep because she got her own little spot. And yeah, so anyway, so after 2 hours of us waiting there, our rescue bus finally came and picked us up. So we got on that bus, and we sat on that bus, and I actually got a seat to myself. I said, I'm getting a seat to myself. So I kicked my sister into like one of our friends' seat. I'm like, go sit with her. I want a seat to myself. I'm sleepy. I'm going to sleep. Okay, so I lay there. While we're driving, I fall asleep, and I go to sleep, and then I get woken up by the woman that's like with us, like the grown-up woman that's with us. I get woken up by her. Like I'm pretty sure everyone got woken up by her because she yelled for this one girl that they stopped at a rest stop because she had to pee. So apparently everyone was asleep. So she got up and she had to pee real bad, and so she went and told this guy, a classmate, and she said, hey, can you get that woman up there, and can you tell her to stop somewhere that I really need to pee? He's like, yeah. So he goes and asks her, and then so then after he asks her like, yeah, well, when we find the next rest stop, yeah, we'll stop for you guys. I know I didn't say I wasn't going to add anything from the day. I know I didn't say, but literally they were so eager to find a bathroom for her. But on the way there, my sister had to go pee really bad, and they're like, you have to wait 45 minutes. Okay, we're not stopping. We just left, and like we need to get home. Okay, everyone's tired. Everyone wants to go home. Like she can't wait. Like we had to wait. Like, but yeah, that was just a little tangent, but yeah, but anyway, so she hollered so loud that she woke up everyone on the bus, and everyone's like, what in the world's going on? And like, are we getting off? Like, are we here? And then we look, and this girl's getting off, and then a few other people got off too, because I guess they had to pee too. So yeah, so I didn't get off though. I was like, I'm gonna go back to sleep when we start leaving. But yeah, so we like drove for like another hour, and then we got on another bus, and this was like the last bus we got on, and I had to share a seat with someone that I did not even want to share a seat with. I tried to get a seat to myself. The grown-up woman that was like with us, she told us when we got on this last bus to go home that everyone had to share, that no one got a seat to themselves. So I still tried to get a seat to myself, but I ended up having to share with someone that I didn't even like. That bus ride was like the most uncomfortable bus ride ever. Like I hated it so bad. It took us 3 hours to get back home. It took us 3 hours. So I'm just like, dozing off, and literally this is like way past like midnight. Like we should have already been home, but since our bus broke down and we're having to wait and change to a bunch of buses, like it's just we're wasting more time to get home. So yeah, so we did not get home until 6 o'clock in the morning, and we left at 7 o'clock that morning. Like the day before, we left 7 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, so I was so uncomfortable on that last ride. Like I could not, like if I laid my head on the window, like it was like shaking my head, like, and it was just annoying. And then like so I tried to like sleep sitting up, but it was like my neck would fall like backwards or forwards, and like yeah. So then it was annoying, but I was so uncomfortable. I was like. I really wanted to get home. I didn't want to be seated next to this person. I don't even know why this person is seated next to me. There was like a bunch of other seats, and she's like, I want to sit next to her. What the hell? I should have left my bag in I put my bag down to be like, because I thought they were going to check and be like, put your bag down, you know. So I put my bag in the floor. I kept trying to fall asleep, and I kept waking up, falling asleep, waking up. Like I could not stay asleep because I was just not comfortable. And there was one time like I looked around and everyone was like dead asleep, like except for the bus driver, of course, because he has to drive. And I was like, I'm not comfortable. I tried so many positions that I could sleep sitting up, but it was just not working. I kept doing it though, and I kept like dozing off. And then we finally got 15 minutes away from our town, or where we lived, and the grown-up woman that was with us, she hollered, she goes, "All right, guys, we're almost home. So if you don't drive home, if you're a pickup, go ahead and text the person or call them right now, because we're almost home." I'm like, all right. So I picked up my phone, and it has like 10% battery left. So I texted my mom. I was like, hey, we're like almost home. We're 15 minutes away. Go ahead and start getting ready and head this way. And she goes, all right. Well, let me know when you get to the town, like when you get to our town. I'm like, all right. So I'm like awake. I didn't go back to sleep after that. I was like, you know what, whatever. I was like, I'll be at, like as soon as we get home, I'll go back to sleep. So we finally pulled in to our parking lot. Everyone got up, everyone got out, everyone got their stuff. And then I texted, I was like, yeah, we're here. She goes, all right, on my way. We lived really close to the school, so yeah, so that's why she didn't want to come like 15 minutes earlier. So yeah, so she just told me to wait till we got there. So yeah, so that's why. And so as we were getting off the bus, as we were getting our stuff, our mama pulled in for me and my sister, and then we got into the car and we told her everything on the way home. We're like, oh my god, that was like the worst trip ever. I enjoyed the day trip there, but on the way home, that was just the only part I did not like. We just got home, and then I unpacked my stuff, and then I went to bed after that. I know it's like you didn't just go straight to bed. Like I don't know. I'm just the person that has to have my stuff tidy. Like I cannot go to bed with like a packed bag. I had to unpack it. So that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you enjoyed this story. If you haven't already, make sure to smash the subscribe button down below to join my family. Also, make sure to smash that big thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. And I hope you have an amazing day during that time, and I love you guys so much.